This week, our nation sunk to a new low. Just when you thought the swamp couldn't get any more ripe with parasitic creatures, New York prosecutors put on the stand porn actress Stormy Daniels, where she detailed lurid sexual details regarding President Trump, a sexual encounter she claims happened in 2006 and then was paid to keep quiet about in 2016. Keep in mind, this is all alleged, and it's a sexual encounter she has stated twice on legal documents never happened. The trial becoming such a mockery. I want you to take a listen to how a former U.S. district judge described the case on CNN.
The material that came in was not relevant to this criminal case at all. And I think it shows that she was trying to get Trump. I actually thought there was a motive there. She said she hates him. She said she'd like to see him in prison. I think she was purposely throwing out this stuff to make sure the jurors were prejudiced, particularly the women jurors, but probably half of the men, too, were really put off. But they may have been put off with her because she was too obvious in her efforts to get at him.
Obviously, she's talking there about Stormy Daniels, and can you believe that was on CNN? The looks on all the panelists' faces, the realization that that judge right there, that former judge, is 100% right. Stormy Daniels has a vendetta against Trump. And can anyone tell me what was the purpose of Stormy Daniels' testimony? What was the purpose of putting a porn actress on the stand at all? You just put her on there, say this, that, or happens. Instead, they went into all these disgusting details. The bottom line is Trump is facing 34 felony charges, each carrying 4 years behind bars for falsifying business records. So why put Daniels on the stand then? Again, to talk about sexual details. And by the way, her story has been constantly changing the entire spectacle. And that's what this is. It's a mockery of the justice system. All of it, I think, is simply to break Trump down, humiliate him, destroy his marriage, destroy his family, break his spirit, and aiding in the left's quest to destroy Trump, the left-wing media, who degrade Trump every single chance they get.
My first question is, what shade of orange is his face?
I have to tell you,
Would it be like more of a tangerine or a burnt sienna? Give us some specifics.
It's a burnt sienna. I have never seen him in person. I didn't realize he was that orange. Like, you know, Anna's been making jokes about how orange he is.
Is it like her
you
dress?
said he's orange. It's about like this, yes. Yeah. It's almost like a radioactive orange.
You know what's radioactive, ladies? What Democrats, people like you, have done to this country. While Democrats prosecute Trump in a downtown Manhattan courthouse, uptown just a few miles away, also in New York City, in the Bronx, take a look at this. This happened. A woman was lassoed with a belt around her neck, and then she was sexually assaulted. She was raped between two parked cars. The suspect, thank God, he was caught yesterday morning, thanks to the NYPD. And of course, the video of the incident, it's too horrific, too disturbing to show you, hence the still screen right there. Yet Democrats, you know, if you listen to them, they say crime is down, that everything is great. All Democrats do is lie to your face because you know what? They think you're stupid.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world to open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
She didn't say they didn't know how to use a computer. She said they didn't know what a computer is. Kids in the Bronx, specifically black kids. When is the last time you heard something so ridiculous yet so racist at the same time? And that's the governor of New York. And you know what? The fake news, it didn't even cover her statement. I mean, could you imagine if President Trump had said that? I guarantee you they would have found a way to indict him over it. Democrats, they gaslight the American people and tell them not to believe their own eyes and instead believe their lies. And no one does gaslighting better than Hillary Clinton.
Trump had all the time in the world to make those challenges, and he was shut down by courts. He was denied by Republican as well as Democratic election officials because there was no evidence. This is all about power, how to get it, how to keep it, how not to give it up.
Power, not giving it up. Look in the mirror, Hillary, and say that to yourself 3 times. Or is she afraid if she does, a demon will come out or something like the horror movies we've watched? Seriously, Does Hillary not remember when she said this about Trump after she lost the election to him?
He knows he's an illegitimate president. He knows that there were a bunch of different reasons why the election turned out the way it did. And I take responsibility for those parts of it that I should. But, Jane, it was like applying for a job and getting 66 million letters of recommendation and losing to a corrupt human tornado.
Okay, one word in her statement there was correct. Trump was a tornado. He was a human tornado, one this country desperately needed then and even more now. Democrats warned us, right, over and over that Trump would plunge us into World War III. He would tank the economy. Trump did the opposite. He was making America great again. He maintained world peace. Yet tomorrow, the circus to persecute Trump will continue. The latest clown to get up there on stage. The prosecutions, other star witness, Trump's former attorney and convicted perjurer, Michael Cohen. Even CNN's legal analysts, incredulous that anyone would believe what would come out of Cohen's mouth.
But I've never seen a witness who's lied to Congress, who's lied in court, who's lied to the IRS, who's lied to the Southern District of New York, who lied to his banker. The entire prosecution witness team has been lied to by Michael Cohen.
Keep in mind, this is what the case hinges on. The testimony of a porn actress and a convicted liar, both of whom have vendettas against Trump, both of whom can speak freely about the case. Yet Trump can't because the judge has threatened to put him behind bars, if he does, in the notorious Rikers Island jail, a former president. Take a look.
If anything's mentioned against certain people, and you know who they are, certain people, anything's even mentioned, he wants to put me in jail, and that could happen one day, and I'd be very proud to go to jail for our Constitution, because what he's doing is so unconstitutional.